Hello, beautiful souls. It is me once again back to your screens, Nomasonto Poshezwane. And I am here sharing all things spiritual, all things that God sends through to me, and all things love, because, yeah, we are all about that. And yeah, that is what this channel is all about. And today I'm going to be sharing on why is it that you are such a good cook. So, yeah. Um, I'm sure by now you'll see good. Yeah, this woman, my client says that good coach, you are so deep. Everything when I with you, it looks like everything when you've got stories around it. Hey guys, yeah, it looks like it, and now I'm beginning to even embrace it more. I'm no longer questioning it, but I'm learning to welcome it, because now I'm of the view that God is saying is created me this way for a specific reason. So there's this thing that we all know, that you are what you eat. We have been told so many times that you are what you eat, and yet here we are sitting with serious problems of different diseases that we are told that comes from us not eating properly, us not eating proper food. I remember I attended a session where there was a dietitian who said to us, actually your problem, it is not the money, sorry, it's not your health, it's health. Your problem, you guys have got money problem. And we were all puzzled, what is this child talking about, because she looked very young. She said, we are having a money problem because the minute that we hold money in our hands, we want to go and spend it. And most of the time we go and want and spend it where? On McDonald's, we go to restaurants, we go to, and most of these restaurants that we go to are not even serving healthy, fresh food. So she said we had a money problem. She was even making an example that, people that don't have money, what is it that they eat? The people doing it, they don't have a lot of money. The minute they get 10 rands, the first thing that they think about is if they can get a cabbage, and if cabbage is a veg, they think of any tomatoes, because tomatoes is a vegetables. She went on and on and on. So today again, I'm coming here to share with you guys why you are such a great cook, why you love cooking so much, why you are even cooking so well, so well. Like, yeah, everything with me, it is spiritual, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are not physical experience, if physical beings having, or human beings having a spiritual experience. It's actually the opposite. So everything, it is spiritual. Even you loving the cook, the pots, even you loving you being that way. Did you know that you being in that kitchen, you are actually serving? You are actually serving, you are being of service while you are in that kitchen. Now, while when you think, and some of us, we are even not loving the cooking because we feel like it's a burden, it's a lot of work, and as some of us, we even denounce our boy children from cook wanting to cook, because we now believe it's a work that needs to be done by girls. So what is it that we are doing while we do that? We are actually denouncing the God aspect of us, the God-given gifts that are within us, that God gave to us, that are supposed to be helping people heal. We're supposed to be helping people come to and reconnect. Now, kunalento ebizwa ngokuthi ngesizulu igedla, which is, in English, I can call it a herbalist. This is the people who we did not have to go to school. They did not have to go to some form of initiation school. They were taught plants, and they were taught the different properties that each plant has got, each flower has got, and they know the medicine, the medical aspects of it, or the healing powers that are within it. Now, Amagedla, again, it is those people, they don't necessarily have to go to, as I've said, to go to initiate and all those things, because they born, either some of them, they will be shown these things in dreams, and they go and get this particular plant only to find that Unomasonto comes, and now she's talking about her knees. And when you were told in this dream, this is also good for the bones, and what, and you go and get it. So those people, that's what they used to do. So in the olden days, there are people that were gifted that way. Those are the people that will go to mountains, and they will go to those places and look where there is nature, and they'll go and dig certain medicines, certain plants, and bring them home. And then they when they bring them home, and then they know what to do with those plants. So those people are called Amagel, which is exactly what Wena, in a nutshell, the best cook you are. Because you are not just cooking, I always look at my husband and also my other sister. They'll take the simplest things that are already in the home, but when they cook them, they particularly mix these spices. The food tastes differently, but it is the same food or same spices that I use, same food that I use, but it will just come out completely different. Why is that? It is because they are gifted with that particular knowing what this part. As they are cooking, they are not just cooking. Some of them, they are not even aware, and I'm sure now you are also not aware that you are not just cooking, you are actually serving. And while you are serving, you are actually helping those people that are going to eat the food to become the best version of themselves, to become and reconnect with the God inside of themselves through the food that you are cooking for them. So that is why you are such a great cook, because God has put in you certain knowings, and there's this. It is a spiritual gift. This knowing, where you just know something without you being told by somebody. You just know it from the deep down of your heart. So some of us, like myself, I know Gucci, my husband is a great cook. I've always believed Gucci. That is why when I get into that kitchen and he's cooking, I become a student for life. I am learning from the master chef who is going to be sharing, because we are eating different things. And I'll ask myself, what are these trees that you are putting there? Others look like flowers, others looks like stars, leaves, all these things. And he will tell me, these are bay leaves, and then this is the work that they do, and so forth. This is cloves, this is cinnamon sticks, this is different things, and I didn't even know. So what I'm saying to you is, please remember, because you know these things, it's just that you have forgotten. Remember that God didn't create you that way, just J. You are such a food fanatic, not just J. You are that because people need to get the healing through you and through the way that you are doing the cooking. Now it's time for us to remember how to even eat properly. This lady was this 26-year-old dietitian who said the reason she became a dietitian is because everyone in their family was dying, including her mother. She died of a heart attack as a result of the cholesterol. So she decided that she's going to go and understand what is this thing that are causing that. And she came to learn that it is the food that we eat. So she became a dietitian. And she even shared with us a different scripture. I can't remember the scripture now off my head, but she shared a scripture that we are supposed to eat food that comes from the ground more than versus the other food, which is why she made an example that when you are eating properly, your protein, which is your meat, it must be the size, and your vegetables, it must be half of your plate, and they must be half cooked, and your starch, it must be the balance. So meaning half of your plate is your starch, this portion which is the quarter of the half, it is your protein, and then the last, it is your starch. And then she further explained that how you eat, you must actually start with the protein and then eat the vegetables and then finish off with the starch. And guess who does that? It is children. They always eat the meat first, and we have been punishing them. So in this video, I wanted to share and explain to you that you are not just a great cook. There is something that God has put in you for us through your cooking skills and your cooking abilities. It is time for you to remember how to reconnect with that aspect of yourself where you do not just cook just for the fun of it or just because you are obligated to do it, but you remember why you were gifted that way. Connect it with the healing, the gift, the gift, a spiritual gift that God has put inside of you. And once you remember that, then you will even understand why you even love certain type of foods yourself. You even understand why you even love going to the mountains. You are drawn to that because you are working with this spirit that gives you that ability to know what are the properties of the different plants. So you are such a great cook because you have been called to help heal the nation. And once again, healing is returning to love. Healing is loving yourself more. Healing is loving each other more. You have been called to help other people get even more and more healing. So the next time you make those foods, you prepare that meal, you can be preparing it for the homeless, you can be preparing it for your family. Remember that you are actually a spiritual doctor, that God has gifted you with this ability, because there's certain things that people that are going to receive the meal that they are going to be receiving from you, that are going to receive a certain healing that they need at any given time. Remember that about yourself. Remember that about yourself. And if you feel wherever you are, there's no such a thing, I'm not, come to my office, reach out to me, or even better, share with us what this video is saying to you, what this particular video is saying to you about yourself. What is it that you are learning that you have never thought it is? Because one thing I can confirm to you is that this food, it has been said, proven over and over again scientifically now in the lab, you are what you eat. So if we eat love, if we eat healing, we become healed. We become love. We become loved. And that will happen through you, the best cook, understanding who you truly are. That is it from me to you. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends. Share it with others. Come here. Let us grow this community so that I keep on sharing more and more and more, because God has gifted me with this, and I'm also going to gift you, because you are also a gift to me in the different ways that God has put you in your life. So let us remember who you truly are. You are this powerful being that God chose to come and fulfill a certain mission. And that winner you are using through your cooking skills. I remember when this lady, she was closing, she said to us, if you are a woman and you are cooking using oil, I want you to know that you are slowly killing your family. You are slowly killing your family if you are cooking with oil. You are actually slowly becoming a murderer, because those people are going to get certain diseases, and it's as a result of your cooking abilities. And I'm here to remind you that you are a great cook for a reason, and the reason goes beyond you and that plate and that stove. It goes, and you are actually serving the highest force, which is God himself, through you giving us that food. Thank you. We honor you, we love you, and thank you. Keep on doing the Lord's work. Bye-bye.